afternoon, everyone. How is everyone doing? I hope you all doing marvelously. I hope you all doing fine. I hope your new year is coming in well. I think now it's not the right time to tell people Happy New Year. It's already finished. But I wish you all guys a very beautiful new year. So welcome back to my channel, and this Nyando is my name. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a travel content creator based in Nairobi, but I travel around different countries showcasing their culture, lifestyle, and many more things. So on today's vlog, I want us to talk about my travel experience to Dadaab, like my entire stay in the Dadaab, how I got there, what I thought about Dadaab, why I decided to go to Dadaab, and every other thing. So I'm gonna speak about my 1 week travel experience to Dadaab. So before I went to Dadaab, I had booked Dadaab is located in Garissa County, and before I went to Dadaab, I started with Garissa. So how did I come up with the idea of going to Garissa? How did this idea come up? I know some of you will be asking you, why did you decide to go to Garissa? So as you all remember, or if you go back to my previous vlogs about Isili, there was a time I went and did vlogs in Isili, and I learned so many things about Isili and the Somali people. You will realize that in Isili, most of the people who have dominated the neighborhood are Somalis. So on this specific day, I learned so much about the Somali, and they are the same people who told me to visit Garissa. I didn't have it in mind. Someone is calling me. I didn't have in mind it totally. So when these people suggested me to visit Garissa, that's when I decided to visit Garissa. So visiting Garissa came in after my trip to Isili. Actually, for those of you who don't know, Isili is one of the most booming cities, or let me say town. Should I say town or cities? Isili is, the business is in Isili is so good, and they're making quite large chunks of money. So I'll say the business there is very good, and these businesses, most of them are owned by Somalis. So who are the Somalis? So the Somalis are, how can I say, who are the Somalis? How can I term that? Because they are Somalis. There are some who are named as Somali Kenyans, those who are born in Kenya. A few of them came from Somalia. So I really don't know how to term that exactly, but most of the businesses are owned by Somali Kenyans, or let me say Somalis, something like that. So for me to book a trip to Garissa, I used Garissa Coach, and for me to book Garissa Coach ticket, I checked online, I saw their numbers, and I called. So I asked that, how much is it for transportation from Nairobi to Garissa, and how long is it? So I had already researched and saw that it is 6 hours, and the road is very good, by the way. And the price that I paid for a ticket from Nairobi to Garissa was 2,500. 2,500 or 1,000? Sorry guys, 1,500. So I paid 1,500 for a trip to Garissa. And my trip was so okay in Garissa. The last day in Garissa, I wanted to go back to Nairobi. Hey, someone told me, why don't you visit Dadaab? It was not on my plan completely. I had not planned for it, guys. I had not planned for Dadaab at all. Because if you Google about Dadaab, you will see a lot of insecurity issues there. And then the main thing about Dadaab town, most people talk about refugees and all that. And if you don't know who a refugee is a person who is running away from war, or someone who is seeking asylum in a different country, or maybe their country doesn't have peace and they're looking for a peaceful place in another country. So that's the meaning of a refugee. So after Googling about Dadaab and everything people told me to go, I decided to take the risk, guys. So a bus from Garissa to Dadaab costed me someone was telling me 1,000 Kenya shillings, so I decided to wait a little bit to see if the price will go down. And in fact, the price went down. The price went down up to 700. So I took the bus. The bus name is called, is it Salman? Something like Salman. I don't know if I can remember well. Salman. So you went to Dadaab, and from Garissa to Dadaab is like 4 hours. The road is extremely rough. Guys, you have to be prepared. The road is extremely rough and bumpy. There is no road at all. No road at all. So if you're a person who likes luxury, soft trips, this is not the trip for you. But if you're a person who can endure such kind of a trip, then you can try and visit Dadaab. So I arrived in Dadaab so well. I used the most dangerous road, that is the Kismayu road. People say it's dangerous because of the IEDs that are planted along the road. There have been several attacks on that road, but personally I didn't experience any of that. I thank God. My trip was so smooth and safe. My first trip was so smooth and safe. It was very okay. When I arrived in Dadaab, there is this hotel by the name Hanshi. So if you're going to Dadaab, I'll suggest anyone to sleep at Hanshi. Hanshi is very good. They have nice rooms. They have nice Wi-Fi. The only problem I had with one of the rooms is AC. The AC, either the AC affects me or something. I can't remember very well, but I think I had a problem with AC. So Hanshi is a very nice hotel. And because of its location, they are really trying. Their breakfast is not that, it's not in large quantities, it is in small portion, but it is the same every day. But what I can say, they are really trying because that place is so remote. So if you guys are traveling to Dadaab, you can try Hanshi Palace Hotel. It's a very good hotel. I would suggest that 100%. I paid I can't remember, but it's, for me, despite being in a remote place, for me, I found it a bit pricey, but it is okay. So that was my experience. So up to Dadaab, it was not bad. Someone is calling. I need to switch off the, yeah, sorry guys. Yeah, it was not bad, but I would suggest, for me, I had booked the wrong bus seats. I'll suggest if you're visiting Dadaab, guys, make sure you take the front seats. When you take the front seats, you won't feel the bumpiness of the road so much. Now, when I arrived in Dadaab, I looked for people I was just trying to ask people around what I can do, if I can access the refugees, settlements, see how they live, their lifestyle, their culture, and everything. And I got some people who helped me so much. I really appreciate them. Ibrahim, thank you so much for really helping me through that day. He really helped me on the second day. He really helped me, and I appreciate him. So I went to the refugee settlements. Dadaab is divided into 4 places. They have Dadaab town, and then they have Ifo refugee camps, and then they have Hargadera refugee camps, and they have Dag Ale refugee camps. So those are 3 camps, and then the host community, that is the Dadaab town. They are no refugees. So if you are a visitor visiting refugees and you want to go and see the refugees, I would suggest you sleep in the Dadaab town. But I understand that there are some hotels inside the refugee camps. If you want to experience the real life in the refugee camps, there are hotels inside the refugee camps, by the way. You can sleep there and do your thing. As long as you respect everyone, and you will be okay, guys. You'll be very okay. You'll be very okay. And if I'm forgetting something, guys, you can ask me in the comment section and I'll be able to answer your questions. Because by then, at least I'll have remembered the name of the buses, how much I paid for the rooms. I just go back and check. But for me, I suggest YouTubers to visit Dadaab. I think or anyone, actually anyone can visit Dadaab, and it is good if we have that spirit of also visiting the refugees. It is good. They're also human like us. It is good when we go and see them. It is allowed to go and see them, guys. Yeah, it is allowed to go and see the refugees. But if you want to make maybe videos, it's good to ask the refugees, because for me, I was asking them. Some were okay, some were not okay on camera, but I still did whatever took me there. And guys, there are some vlogs that I've done, and I've pinned the refugees number on the comment section. If you have something small, guy, please send them something. I'm just asking in a good heart, and that will be highly appreciated. Any vlog that I've done with a refugee and I've pinned their number, please guys, support them, man. Support them. They need all the support they can get. And they are very kind people. These people are very kind. They welcomed me so well, both camps, Ifo and Dagale. I did not manage to go to Hargadera because my money depleted. You know, visiting those places, you need money to move around. Like from Dadaab up to Ifo refugee camp, I paid 200 shillings just to arrive at the Ifo refugee camp. And from Dadaab to Dagale refugee camp, I paid 400 Kenya shillings. So you need money to move around. You need some money to also give the refugees. You know, sometimes you find a very hard situation, and you feel like you cannot leave that place without helping these refugees. So it is good to carry extra amount if you are willing, if you really want to help the refugees. Sometimes maybe you will not be willing to help, but the situation exposes itself and you're like, wow, I'm also human. I cannot leave this person like this. Let me leave something small. It might not be so big for them, or you think it is too small from you, but for them it is something so big. So yeah, you can carry extra chunks of money to help the refugees who you come across with one-on-one. It is very good to encourage them. Otherwise, my experience was good. The security was good. I didn't find any problem. Now, the problem that mostly I found is some people are not okay being on camera. They don't like being recorded. I think there are not many camera men or photographers or YouTubers that go to those sites. So when they see you with the camera, they will stand and look at you. So you don't have to be scared about this. This is normal. It happens even in other countries. Don't be scared. And if someone asks you, don't freak out. Just explain to them. And if they don't want you to record them, I think sometimes it is good to stop recording. So that is it, guys, about my experience. So bye. In case there is something I haven't said about my Dadaab trip experience, please let me know. I'll also like to answer your questions, guys. Let me know what you think. And also, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to write to me. And I'm suggesting, or I'm asking you guys to visit Dadaab. Don't be scared. Go and visit Dadaab and see. It's also part of Kenya. There are no many visitors over there. Most of the people are the people who are working in the NGOs, the non-governmental organization, the UN, UNHCR, DRS, DRA. But you can visit Dadaab and also visit the refugee settlements and see the kind of life people are having over there. So thank you so much for watching my vlog up to then, and see you on the next one. Bye.